iHeart, get ready. Fantasy football is here. Welcome to the Scout Fantasy Show. ScoutFantasy.com is home to the Fantasy Football World Championships and the best players in the world. Real money winners giving their secrets to help you win. Now exclusively on iHeart. This is the Scout Fantasy Show with your host, the one, the only, Dr. Roto.
Everybody, it's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards, get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. All right, let's get to it. Let's take a look at what we saw last night in baseball. Try to give you some names to watch out for. Certainly some names if you're going to go and do your fab this weekend. We'll talk about some of that. Some guys we like, some guys we don't. Maybe a little daily stuff today. Maybe a little NFL. Who knows what we'll get to. First of all, the Phillies beat the Mets 6-4. What I want to watch here is Hector Naris. I really think that Hector Naris is going to be named the closer very shortly for the Philadelphia Phillies. He is by far their best pitcher in the bullpen. They've struggled in the bullpen, and they need him to close games. So let me explain this to you. You work really hard, and you work on a project. And at the very last second, somebody other than you screws it up. You're upset, right? You're disappointed, you're upset, and you are crushed that the time that you spent is now done. Well, that's what a closer does. When you win, when you're in the ninth inning and you've worked hard to win a game and the closer blows it for you, that's the same thing. So what it does is it just ruins morale. It ruins team morale. It gets people upset. And basically, it hurts your clubhouse. So Hector Naris is the kind of guy who can close games for the Phillies. The Phillies are 6-9 on the year, but they've blown a lot of saves thus far. They've played reasonably well, but they need a closer there, and I think that's the guy. I'll give you another guy, Aaron Alterd, I think is interesting. He's 26. He's a big, strong guy. I'm not a big fan of Daniel Nava. This guy stinks. Not a big fan of Michael Saunders. I'm not a big fan of Howie Kendrick. I think if the Phillies are serious about playing, you got to get guys like Aaron Alterd in the lineup. Watch him. For the Mets, Michael Conforto, 2 for 4. He's playing more, right? You got an injury to Lucas Duda. Jay Bruce moving to first base. Michael Conforto playing the outfield. Been waiting for this for a very long time. So keep your eyes peeled on Michael Conforto, who really just needs an opportunity to be very successful. Boston against Toronto, Chris Sale had 13 strikeouts. That's right, 13 strikeouts. Mookie Betts had his first 2 stolen bases of the season. Craig Kimbrell blew the save, but he got the win. But what I'm looking at here is 2 things, and it happened for Toronto. First of all, Marco Estrada pitched pretty well. 6 innings, let up 3 hits, had 7 strikeouts. That's good. Secondly, Kendrys Morales hit a home run off of Craig Kimbrell, and Morales was the guy that Toronto brought in to replace Edwin Encarnacion. Now, you're never going to replace Edwin Encarnacion. That's just not going to happen. But they thought by bringing him in, he could be, Edwin Encarnacion light. So they need Morales to start hitting. He and Batista are the linchpins of that team. So we've got to really see what's happening here for the Blue Jays. Morales and Batista have to get hot. Cleveland beats the Twins 6-2. Trevor Bauer gets the win. Irvin Santana pitches very well, but doesn't get anything. Nothing to really speak of it here. Max Kepler continues his hot streak, 2 for 4. Byron Buxton was pitch hit for by Eduardo Escobar. What does that tell you? I mean, Buxton's hitting 9th and getting pinch hit for. That's how bad it is right now. That's really how bad it is. Jason Kipnis back for Cleveland. Cleveland, who started out 8-7 this year, not the greatest beginning, but I think getting Kipnis back should help. Jose Ramirez goes to third base. Yandy Diaz goes to the bench. That's exactly what's going to happen. Tampa Bay against Detroit. Okay, we didn't see Justin Upton yet. I think we'll see him this weekend. For the Tigers, for the Rays, Steven Souza. Guy went 3 for 5 with a home run, his 3rd on the season. This is a guy has 15 RBIs. He's cutting down his strikeouts. His average is 349. Now, That's not going to continue. But look, if he could cut down his strikeouts, this is a guy who came over in a trade a while back with 20-20 upside. This guy can hit 20 home runs and steal 20 bases. Let's not forget about him. I think this is a pretty good player. The Astros beat the Angels 2-1. Lance McCullers Jr., I said it on this morning's radio show. I say it again now. He was the guy I missed out on. I really wanted him in as many leagues as I could have him, and I don't have him in any. In 4 leagues, I don't have McCullers in any. And I really did want him. And now as I watch him pitch well, this is expected. Now, I don't think McCullers is going to pitch more than 170 innings. So at the end of the day, I won't be that upset about it. But he's going to pitch pretty good 170 innings. I like him. Take a look at Chris Kavinsky also. He went 2 1/3 innings, let up 3 hits, and a home run to Mike Trout, but he had 4 strikeouts, and he got the save. I could see Kavinsky getting 5 to 10 saves with like 2 innings or more. I mean, he's that kind of pitcher. So keep a watch out for him. If you play in daily fantasy sports is one of the greatest inventions ever, but it could also make you nauseous, make you sick to your stomach. Why? I'll give you 2 for instances. First of all, the Orioles play the Reds. Wade Miley against Scott Feldman. One of the worst pitching matchups you could ever imagine. Wade Miley throws 8 innings, 2 hits, and has 11 strikeouts. Scott Feldman goes 7 innings, 1 run, 4 strikeouts. Are you kidding me? Seriously, are you kidding me? These guys stink, but they pitch beautifully. How about another one? Kansas City and Texas. Andrew Cashner, the ultimate piñata, goes 6 innings and doesn't let up an earned run. I mean, there I was stacking Royals last night. I had the Moustakas, Kane, Sal Perez stack. 1 for 5, 1 for 4, 0 for 5. I mean, come on. Seriously, what did I do wrong? Nothing. Sometimes a blind squirrel catches a nut. Sometimes Andrew Cashner doesn't suck. Very occasionally, but he didn't suck. So that's why you have to be careful when you play DFS. Because when you play DFS, it doesn't always go like you would imagine. For example, yesterday, Zach Davies gets the win, Carlos Martinez gets the loss. Carlos Martinez is a sensational pitcher. Zach Davies has been a train wreck. But there's Zach Davies getting the save. I'm getting the win. Travis Shaw with another home run. Eric Thames with another home run. Jet Bandy with a home run. I mean, stop the Brewers. The Brewers are totally killing the ball right now. They're 9-8. They're 9-8. And Eric Thames with his 8th home run. Really. I had Eric Thames. I liked him. I have him in labor, but I didn't expect this. This is something very special. Very special. All right, 2 more games I want to talk about. San Diego beat the Diamondbacks last night 4-1. Just take a listen to what I'm saying here. I like the San Diego Padres against lefties. Will Myers, Hunter Renfroe, Solarte, Yangervis Solarte, Austin Hedges all hit lefties decently. I am not saying that this is a juggernaut offense. I'm saying the Myers, Renfroe, Solarte, Hedges combo doesn't suck. And you're getting a catcher, you're getting a second baseman, you're getting positions that aren't necessarily easy to fill in DFS. I like them a lot. Arizona, I mean, Clayton Rashad's been out of his mind this year. I still think the Diamondbacks are a very good team. Nick Ahmed with a stolen base, but let's not get worried about it. I'm just saying the point of this conversation here was San Diego better against a lefty than you think. I was very shocked last night at James Paxton, who pitched pretty well. He has an ERA of 1.78 after letting up 5 runs last night. So Oakland is one of those very weird teams. Some nights they suck. Some nights they're very good. The nights I seem to have them, they can't do anything. The nights I don't have them, excuse me, they're terrific. Tell you who's played very well is Taylor Motter. It just doesn't matter that Jean Segura is not in the lineup. Taylor Motter, 4 home runs. Right? 4 home runs in limited playing time. Really like what he's doing. Okay, so let's take a look at tonight's slate in DFS. Just give you some quick hits here. Red Sox and Orioles are 8.5. Pomerantz and Bundy. Bundy pitching much better. The Yankees, Pirates. CC Sabathia on the road. That game's an 8. The Braves, Phillies, Bartolo Colon and Jeremy Hellickson, that game's an 8. The Cubs, Reds, John Lester is pitching. That's an 8.5 against Tim Adelman. There's no way Tim Adelman. Now, I want you to listen to me here. Tim Adelman doesn't go more than 5 innings. And Iglesias pitched 2 innings yesterday, so he's not pitching today. The Cubs are a very obvious stack tonight. I like them. Astros, Rays, 8 runs. Michael Tears for Fears against Alex Cobb. Nationals, Mets, Tanner Roark against Jacob deGrom. I always love Roark at home, not so much on the road. I love deGrom at home, always do. I'm just worried that maybe this may be a low-scoring game, and then deGrom doesn't get the win. Nate Carnes goes up against Cole Hamels in a game that's 8.5. I like Cole Hamels a lot tonight. It may rain late on in that game. Cardinals, Brewers, Adam Wainwright, Willie Peralta. I think this is a game that you could stack easily. This is 8.5 with 2 very mediocre pitchers. The Indians and White Sox, Corey Kluber at 7.5 against Jose Quintana. I like Kluber a lot tonight. I think he has a good game. The Tigers and Twins, Justin Verlander wasn't very good last time. I think he's an interesting play tonight. Excuse me. So I do like Verlander. Hector Santiago, I've never thought much of. Giants and Rockies is at 10. Now look, what to do when you play with Colorado at home? So I think there's 2 ways to approach it. You fade them, you embrace them. Actually, 3 ways. Fade them, embrace them, or go in a little bit. I'm not going to... I probably would fade tonight's game between Cueto and Chatwood because I don't think the Giants are a great hitting team. And maybe this game gets 10 runs, but I don't know. I'm not thrilled by it. So I think what I'll do in this game is I'll either fade it or I'll just have a couple of guys in. Maybe DJ LeMahieu, Carlos Gonzalez, somebody like that I might put in my lineup. I think that makes most sense to me. Look, people are going to stack cores. That's what people do. So you know you have to expect that. I'm just saying I don't think I would tonight. The Mariners and A's, 7.5. Iwakuma against Sean Manaea. I like Manaea, but I never like a lefty against the Mariners. Cano, Cruz, Seager, Valencia all hit lefties well. I don't like playing games like that. Dodgers Diamondbacks is 9.5. Alex Wood against Taijuan Walker. I absolutely will have interest in this game. I like Tomas. I like Owings. I like Pollock. And I love the Dodgers against a righty. Tolles, Seager, Turner, Grandal, Jacques, Puig. I'm going to stack the crap out of this game. I promise you, in one of my lineups, I will have a ton of Dodgers. I really like them. The last couple of games, Blue Jays versus the Angels. Matt Latos Intolerant against Alex Meyer-Lemon. I hate both these pitchers. I can only imagine taking my kids to this game and saying, it's Matt Latos against Alex Meyer. I want my money back. The Blue Jays look terrible right now, but hey, it's an 8.5 game, so Vegas must be thinking something. They think that these pitchers suck, and maybe the hitters get hot tonight. That could happen. Marlins, Padres, Adam Conley against Trevor Cahill. I don't like Trevor Cahill. I think that the Marlins will actually play very well against him tonight. I think this is a sneaky stack with Yelich, Gordon, Yelich, Stanton, Barr. I think those guys are very interesting tonight. So there's the night in DFS, and that's what I would take a look at. Now look, this weekend is a very big weekend in sports. You've got the NBA playoffs, you've got baseball, and upcoming next week is the NFL draft, which is my favorite time of the year, man. I love the draft. You know how much I adore football, and I just love to hear the hype, who's going where. I'll tell you this. I think that we get a lot of hype in today's world. Oh, this guy's a first-round pick. This guy's a second-round pick. I think that teams, the only thing that I thought made a lot of sense is Jason Braddock was on the air with us this morning. And football teams, if you draft a guy in the first round, you get that extra year, right? You get that extra year. So it would be understandable why some teams would want a quarterback in the first round, because if the guy turns out to be good, you can hold him for that extra year. That makes a lot of sense to me. That makes a lot of sense. So, Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Deshaun Kaiser, some of these names, I really don't like some of these guys, but If teams think they could get an extra year out of them, that makes some sense. We're going to have a mock draft on SiriusXM beginning next week. I'm going to look forward to that. But what I also wanted to talk to you about is please check out scoutfantasy.com. Enter the promo code ROTO, that's ROTO. You pay for 1 month, we get you 2 more for free. You go to our message boards, Robbie, Garriak, Fantasy Bum, SD Chickens, all these guys, Dennis Roy, Heat Override, Cappy, they're putting up knowledge every day for you in the message boards to try to help you win in DFS. Adam Onis and I and Sean Childs are answering your questions for seasonal leagues. So there's no better content out there. And I just can encourage you, please check out what we're doing. We're very excited about what we offer at Scout Fantasy. And we would like to see you guys be part of the Scout Army. All right, wishing you all a great weekend. Time now to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. Have a great weekend. Back on Monday talking more fantasy sports. Be well. Take care.
Thanks for listening to the Scout Fantasy Show. There's never been a better time to join the Scout Army. Visit scoutfantasy.com. Use the promo ROTO for 2 months free. And don't forget, fantasy players, please thumbs up the podcast on the iHeart app. See you next time. Go Scouts!